Oh, what a sad amazing.
A pathetic match.
I know this was not what we were expecting. Oh no, but it is what it is. So, what do you think went wrong today?
I don't even know what to say. Like I'm so disappointed right now. So disappointed. From the lineup to the way they even played. They were playing with so much carelessness and I don't care attitude. And it was the woeful performance for Chelsea. Though they later got 1 point, they secured the draw. But from the angle of a Chelsea fan, it was a very disappointing match. I wouldn't expect us to draw against a Brentford without Mbemo and most of their top players gone. This is a new set of Brentford for me, and we could not still beat them. So it's very disappointing. I'm so disappointed at this match.
Okay,
I'm so
okay.
disappointed.
So, okay, where do you see that? Okay, maybe here was what went on today. What do you think was not working well today on the pitch?
I think for me, it was more of the lineup issues. Yes, I understand that he's trying to rest players because of the Champions League. But notwithstanding, even you're going to rest players, the calibers of players that started this match, they shouldn't have problem beating Brentford. Let's even go to the people who started. They were playing with so much slackness and they were too slack for my liking.
No urgency.
No urgency, thank you. No urgency. They were just too slack for my liking. So it was not a matter of who played and who did not play, but you saw the difference when Cucurella, Palmer, and Co came in.
And James.
It's obvious that those guys are the key players of the team. It means some of these other players we have on the bench, they're just figureheads because now they give them time to prove themselves and they cannot prove themselves in just this small match against Brentford. Are we going to put them against Bayern to prove themselves? No. This is kind of the match. This is kind of match you prove yourself against a team like say the likes of Greetings. For me, I don't fancy that guy. I think they should start looking at a replacement for him. Maybe Garnacho, I think. But Garnacho too coming in, I didn't really see much from him actually. But when he came into the game was tight already, and I understand it was not easy for him to blend in. So I think going forward, we might have to do more of Garnacho than Gittins. I don't see anything Gittins is doing. It was so dull and his take-ons were so poor, and I don't know. I was so disappointed at him.
So you think Garnacho should have started the game ahead of Gittins?
Yes, I would have preferred Garnacho ahead of Gittins. I would have preferred it.
What is about Hato's work today?
Yes, Ato is a young lad just coming in. He had a decent game actually, but I think he still suffered from some lack of experience. He was committing some kind of, he had to be subbed off because of his one or two his card.
He got a yellow card.
So if he had continued this match, there's very high tendency he will get a red card. He still needs to work on his tackles, his marking, and his attacking ability. Was too defensive for me. And the way Chelsea play now, we play more of a transition game now where we need our fullbacks to attack us. So he and Fofana, they're one of our problems today. They could not attack. They were just too dull in the attack. So there were lesser options up front. You see at the point, Enzo held the ball, trying to look for, telling them, let's go forward. There was nobody because that mentality of attacking was still lacking in them. See when James and others came in, Cucurella immediately we're starting to attack them. So I feel maybe going forward, I don't know. Maybe going forward they have to just work on this kind of games. I think it's early in the season actually. So maybe that's why the coach was trying to still gamble this match. I wouldn't expect around January or February we gamble our match like this. No, I wouldn't expect it. No.
Now you saw that big miss from Palmer.
Oh.
A man of, do you think the injury just came off from contribution?
No.
Because that game is on a normal day. Parents put that camp on Haba.
Yes. I was surprised he missed that goal because it is unlike Palmer. It's unlike Palmer to lose that kind of goal, but it's normal. I mean, every big player misses those kind of chances once in a while. So let's just give him today. Today was his day. I don't feel it's because of the injury. It was just unlucky today. And let's give credit to Kelia. His position was very okay, and he was able to save the ball. If that ball went like 10 times out of 10 times, there's tendency to have scored up to 7 keepers. So let's credit Kelia. Kelia, he positioned himself well, and it was a good one. But from a player of Palmer's caliber, you would expect that he scored that ball. But it's all good. It's a normal thing. It happens.
Now looking back at the game, it was a 1-0 win against Chelsea initially before we equalized, and then tonight 2. But what happened? The 9 minutes equalizing game for a goal from Brentford. Is it that Chelsea don't have that power of holding pressure? Because the pressure was not much on Chelsea, and you see it was the last throw they had that leads to goal. What do you think they need to work on the way they hold on to game, or the pressure coming from the opposite players.
In recent times, I think hanging on to pressure has never been a problem for Chelsea. But this match today, it was very different from all Chelsea matches I've been watching. Like they were so I don't know, so fragile. They were not organized at the back. I was so disappointed with the goal, not because of the goal, but I was disappointed because this same throwing, this same guy, before this goal, the same guy threw that ball.
Yes.
Now before they subbed the other guy, the other black guy that was Kayode, I think Kayode, yes. I don't know why we're so prone to throwing. It's not like Chelsea. Our defense was I don't know, they were probably sleeping today. I don't know. It was too shabby today. How would you throw? Oh my god, it was unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. To have considered a goal from throwing with the kind of defenders we are. We have very tall defenders. See the likes of
Tosin is there now.
I don't expect anything to score us with maybe a kind of goal like this throwing or corner kick or so.
Like I say, it could be the pressure. No, the pressure was much.
Yeah, the pressure was much actually.
Definitely.
So they were trying not to make any mistake. You know, it was
Lead
last
to penalty,
minute
definitely.
and ball pushing. So they were just trying to be careful, and I guess they were too careful, and it cost us in this match. It really cost us.
And Sanchez today, despite the draw, Sanchez was superb. If not for him, I think Brentford would have gotten more than one goal.
It was fantastic today. It was fantastic, but though he had his only two, sometimes in this kind of game you need a keeper that can, help with the composure of the team. He added to the pressure of the team because he was serving unnecessary ball. I would expect that a keeper of his caliber with this kind of game where you are pressured, I expect that he should begin to waste time, try to calm the game. But he was also playing. He was just rushing the ball and rushing. So we played to their hands because if you watch Brentford today, they were playing more of loading the ball. So they tempted us to play like them, and it didn't work well for us because Chelsea is not a load the ball team. We like to keep possession, but credit to Brentford too. They didn't allow us to keep possession, but their marking was okay and they did their job well, and it played up for them.
All right, final thoughts on the game.
Final thought on the game, it was a poor performance from Chelsea on my own end. It was a poor performance. I wouldn't expect that we play like this against Brentford and we have the likes of Bayern Munich in a few days from now.
Yes.
If we are very sharp against a Brentford like this, how do you think we're going to cope against Bayern Munich? Though you want to give me the excuse of we didn't start our players, the lineup, but notwithstanding, it's not a matter of starting. Even when they came in the second half, they were still the pressure was still. I expected that we should control the game, slow the game down, but still, maybe because of the kind of tactics Brentford came with, maybe that was what affected us. But I don't think that's an excuse. Actually, it was a woeful game from Chelsea today. I was not impressed at all. Going forward, I think they should work on that.
All right. So finally, do you think the absence of Estavo in today's game affected Chelsea?
No. If he was there, we'll have played the same thing with them because it was the general pressure on the team. So I don't think he will have stood out. I don't know. I just feel it will have joined in playing.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. So the total team, sometimes when your team is playing well, you play well. Now the whole team were playing so woefully.
Actually, I think the formation in the first half was really bad. The players, the kind of players he combined in the first half was not going well. That was really went wrong.
That was one of the problems. To the combination of players in the first half, it was too shabby for me. It was too unprofessional for me. I will give him the excuse of because of the Champions League game ahead. So subsequently, I will watch and see what happens. So I would like to see against Man U and after Man U.
I think Man U is your next game now.
It should be the next game. So
right.
I won't judge him with this game because of the Champions League match ahead. I will judge him from the next game now and see.
All right, nice one. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah.